We know that our state is largely dependent on transfers from the center in meeting both our revenue expenditure and for making capital investments. This has really proved to be a really critical issue as the central government sources have been negatively impacted by the COVID-19 for the last 2 years. In this context, I would like to appreciate the aim of the government to tap the local resources to the extent possible so as to improve our own tax and non-tax revenues. We could see from the budget speech that the government for the first time has presented a gender budget, a youth budget, and a sustainable development goal budget, which is a great initiative towards ensuring that we reach the level of top 10 states by 2030. And at the same time, it also ensures the priority is given to those sections of society which require a more focused attention, namely the women and the youth. The youth of our state, as we all know, is our future, and given the huge talent that exists among our youths, it is absolutely essential that their potential is given the chance to develop not only in the interest of the state, but even of our beloved country. I would first like to touch on the infrastructure sector. We could see, sir, that the government has prioritized the roads, water supply, power, transport, and social infrastructure with the objective of bridging the huge infrastructure deficit gap that has been prevalent all these past years in our state. Under road sector, we could see that from 2018 to 2022, the government has completed construction of around 1,851 kilometers of roads involving a cost of around 1,300 crores. Of course, we could see that this is nearly 3 times the achievement of the previous 5 years. However, I would like to emphasize that even though we have achieved such a remarkable performance, but still the government continues to be confronted by many challenges on the ground. We could see on the reply of one of the start questions on Friday that we still have around 1,472 villages across the state which still remains unconnected. In Saura constituency alone, in 2018, we had around 42 villages which have not been blacktop yet, but we are very fortunate that of these 42 villages, 12 villages have been sanctioned for blacktopping during these last few years. Of course, this gives us a sense of satisfaction, but I would also like to urge the government to kindly look into the villages, especially under Khat Alshnong area, which still remains unconnected, and also to roads leading to famous tourist spots in and around Saura area, which needs immediate upgradation under my constituency. Apart from providing the necessary connectivity and also the convenience to potential tourists, we should remember that good roads and facilities have a good and a positive impact on the minds of the visitors and tourists about the overall level of development of the state, and they return to their homes with a positive feeling about our beloved state. Under water sector, we could see that the government have increased the number of functional household tap connections from 4,550 in 2019 to around 2 lakhs in 2022, which shows a growth of around 45 times. This is really a very creditable achievement, and I would like to congratulate the department for this. I, however, urge all concerned to positively look at the concerns regarding the manner and quality of implementation. Under the health sector, rupees 1,617 crores have been earmarked, showing a 28% jump in the allocation over the financial year 2021-22, which indicates the importance being shown by the government towards this critical sector. I'm very thankful to the government for the various health infrastructures under my constituency, which have been upgraded, and also for finally materializing my proposal for stationing of 108 ambulance men specifically for areas under Khat Alshnong like Raw CNRD block. I would also like to urge the government to kindly look into the delay in conducting exams for recruitment of medical and health officers by MPSC, which has led to a delay in the appointment of bonded doctors across the state. Yes, as you can see, all parts of the state are in need of additional doctors if the health parameters are to improve, and the government should try to shorten the procedures for appointment to such posts where we are still facing a substantial shortage in the foreseeable future. Under the transport sector, I would like to appreciate the government for finally making the Omroy Airport fully functional, handling around 10,000 passengers per month. And I'm also thankful to the government for the plans to operationalize helicopter services to Sora. I'm confident that the government will ensure that such services, when they come into operation, are regular, reliable, and also safe for the passengers. We all know that CNRD blocks are the main offices in rural areas. The irony is that this office is responsible for disbursement of funds meant for all developmental projects in the rural areas, but the fact it is not provided with the required funds for its own maintenance all these past years. I'm very happy that the government has finally decided to upgrade and construct 40 new CNRD block infrastructures across the state.
Member, please wind up. Your time is up. Okay. Please.
Coming to the tourism sector, we are very happy that the government has doubled the allocation of this particular sector to 173 crores, which shows the intent of the government to generate large-scale employment through this particular sector, which will ultimately contribute to the GDP of the state. Just one more point, sir. I'm very thankful to the Honourable Union Home Minister for the scheme which he has approved relating to the eco-restoration and tourism development at Sora and the adjoining areas at a cost of 1125 crores over a 5-year period. And we also believe that such interventions will really help in recovering the highly degraded ecosystem of Sora area. At the end, I would once again express my gratitude for the budget 2022-23 as presented by the Leader of the House. With these few submissions, I resume my seat, Mr. Chairman, sir.
Okay, thank you, Honourable Member.